Hello, my friend. Welcome, my friends. Sorry, welcome to my another lecture. In this lecture, you learn lots of things about strings, because usually you will work with them. Occasionally, sometimes, um, you can work with another things, but the strings always will be in your program. Okay, this is very important. Let's start. So, what we will learn today about it. The first one is storing strings in variables. We already learned variables and math procedures, functions, method, or whatever. So you're talking about it. So also built-in functions. You learned how to create variable, how to change the things in variable, right? The parameters. I mean, now let's start with the strings. How we can work with them. Let's come a little bit down, right to here. Yeah, when we are making a program, we often want to store sequences of letters, like storing easy as a game's difficulty level in programming lingo. We call each letter a character, and we call the sequence a string. That's very good information from Khan Academy. Really, they are explaining everything good. But why I'm explaining you? Because I believe in practice way you can you can learn very efficient way, and you will get some confidence for yourself. This is my explaining strategy, right? Here are examples of storing strings in JavaScript. What we have var player, variable player, and equals. Then we have here what? The two codes, like, right? Two codes. What they are doing, exactly, they are creating string, okay? After that, we have semicolon. The here we have letters, okay? Sequences of letters. It means like they are in string. They are not number. They are not list. They are not dictionary. They are exactly string, okay? The means two codes, okay? Codes. They are making string. Let's tag this gray fox from them. It means still strings, okay? If you put one, it will not work. We should put two. In Python, you can use also like that. It's still same. In JavaScript, you should use like that. Okay, if we put something, or if we put like a space between them, still this is string. Okay, just we need to put it there. Anyway, then we have store name, and after that we putting everything inside it, and we have grade, which is A plus. Okay, let's come down to here. In this case, a string can contain any number of characters, including none at all, and those characters can be letters, numbers, or symbols. But the one way I just passed it, if we put here, sorry, I will show it you again because this is important. Maybe you misunderstood. So, what makes things string? The codes, these two codes, okay? If you put here 11, this is still string. If you put 1, this is still string. If you put the line, still string. If you put at underscore, still is string. It's no matter what inside these codes, okay? This is the point. Just don't forget. But if we put something like that, it will be number, like integer number. Like if we put something that, it will be float number. If we put like the list, so the that one, it will be dictionary. If we put like that, if it will be list. Anyway, we will learn all about that. But first, we should start with the string. We should understand what is the string and how it works. Let's put our gray fox again inside it. I hope you get it, right? Let me continue. Okay, notice how a string is surrounded as surrounded, surrounded. I don't know how to use it. Surrounded, right? Surrounded. I really mixed up with another word. Anyway, by double quotes on either side. If you don't put any quotes around a string, JavaScript will get confused. Yeah, like JavaScript will not understand what you did. Like, it is string or what is that? Like number or what? This is how we recognize computer what we are doing as a programmer. Okay, what happens if you forget the codes? See yourself. Okay, let me do it. Let's come here. Let's say variable. So, but the way how we can do it, I will be there. Now, where is my video? I'm just waiting for my video to bring it there. Yeah, I think you can watch also, right? Let's say var last name equals, right. If you put here the name like gray fox, then it works like gray fox. Okay, let me close that, and after that put semicolon, and yes, it's saying undefined. Let me uh, let me display it like in some way with the console.log. Console.log. After that, let's put last name, our variable, and close with semicolon. Let's click enter. Did you see? Our string output will be gray fox. But in some way, let's say we set again variable last name equals only like gray fox. Okay? What will be now? So, do you think the output will be like without error, without buggy? So let me continue. If you click enter, computer will say, "Anka, reference error. Gray fox is not defined. Add animals, anything else." So if we check the details, it will show us what the problem. So computer saying, I didn't know what is this gray fox, but let me do things like if you say gray fox, let's say uh, gray fox. This is not good variable recognizing, but let me do with the uppercase with the first one upper. Let's say uh, gray gray fox like that. Now let's put it there semicolon. Okay, but we forget to put there gray fox and say again gray fox and call that, put it here. Now what is name? It will be variable. Okay, now we have variable gray fox, right? It's good. And also we have here gray fox, this is string. Now if we say enter, like if we click enter, after that let's do it like var variable last name equals gray fox. Do you think it will work? Gray, right? Gray fox, right. Now let's put semicolon. It will work. Did you see that? So what we did before we were created already gray fox variable. Now it will read it. But in this case, we just did gray fox, but there is no variable, and computer don't know what are you doing exactly. Computer want to understand what is your reason you creating it, your variable or the string. Now if we say console.log last name, it will show us, it will output good. Like what? Gray fox with 2x, which is I recognized here. I hope you understood. Like were we saying something else? Let's say greeting, like with the slow one, greeting, and after that let's say hello, and yeah, hello, and close that. Let's do it. Yeah, it's okay now. This is string inside it, okay? This is string between quotes. But if we say var creating equals hello without quotes, like without these two quotes, what it will do, it will say error, anchor reference error. Hello is not defined. Yeah, that's the point. You should understand. We should put always quotes there, okay? This is the point to recognize, to represent strings variable or the strings parameters, what we want to put inside it. You can put score, you can put easy, difficulty, hello, anything else, your name also, uh, like the reason about variable. Okay, let me clear here and come back. In Python also you can do like what? You can say, let's say name, and after that you can put also one quotes or two quotes together like that. If you say like name, let's say in this case my name is Mohammed, and close that like that, it will work. Okay, if you say print name, yeah, it will say Mohammed. But if you say name Muhammad, it will say trace back. Monster is in call last. Like what does mean? The module it's saying name error. Name Mohammed is not defined because there is empty variable, so the Mohammed is not variable or anything else. What is this Mohammed? Like this is name, but you should represent with strings, ladders of sequential point. Okay, I hope you understood. Let's say that clear and open it again. Python. Okay, let's come here. This is also clear. Okay. The another point were full name Lil Olive Grey Fox. Yeah, we can do it too, but the last name will be here Grey Fox. The full name here that. But the point, there is no codes, right? For that we get error. We should put between them, so next to them this quotes for represent string, right? If you didn't put, it will always give us error. So I hope you got it. Just we need string for make the string two quotes. Two quotes. Oh, error. Here's what's happened on that first line. JavaScript looks for a variable named Gray Fox. If it could actually find one, it would set the player variable equal to the value of Gray Fox variable. Since it doesn't find one, yeah, it errors instead. If you want it to store the literal string, you must surround it is encodes, it encodes quads, okay, quads. Yeah, that's the point. The key point, let me put here quads. So if you can fix the errors to program above, okay, check your understanding. Which of these are valid lines of JavaScript to store a string? Let's think together. What do you think? The first one, we have two codes here. The first here, the second here, variable name age, right? Age between quotes. That's true. And we have semicolon. That's true. Yeah, another one, again true, we have strings no matter if you put inside it something or nothing, okay? Just we should put this two quotes because quotes already like representing strings, okay? This is like already string variable, okay? In this case, if you want to understand it like in clear way, let me show you that. If we say var name equals like that, yeah, it will work. Let's say console that log, let's say name, it will show us nothing because this is string, okay? There is nothing. So, okay, let me clear. After that, let's come here. It works. Don't look for this like this is number, or of course this is number, but this is in quotes. If it is inside it, this is string like letters, okay? Don't think like that. If there is like if there is no have the quotes, of course it will be numbers, but just don't worry about that, okay? So when you saw quotes, you should think like this is string. The poly, only we have one quotes here, but the another one is not there. It will give us error. It will not work. Var store both ras. This is looking like variable, but the empty variable is it will not work there. This is not string. If we put two quotes to the points like from here to another point, it will work, but if not, it will not work. Yeah, we have dollar sign, also $5 of all cheese. Yeah, we have two string, like two quotes here. It will work because all these things between two quotes and our variable name coupon, it is true approach. And this ahoy mate, this one is true. We have one quotes, but there is not more than one. It will not work. We need also one for here. We should put for make the string, so it will not work. And var title, our variable name, and we have one quotes here, two one quotes here. So it's two quotes. It will work. Also, we have semicolon. So I mean, it's work. What work now? G true, E true, B true, A true, right? We have one, two, three, four. Four true, three false. That's the way. Okay, now let's look for pseudocode for strings. In pseudocode, just we saying A will be here our variable name, and this reverse arrow will be the equal in JavaScript, but in pseudocode it is like that. And we have two quotes and we have string here for represented, okay? Whenever you see that pseudocode, it means that the variable or whatever it's called is storing the string inside the double quotes, okay? Double quotes. For example, you might see pseudocode like this. Difficulty, it is this is our variable name, and the reverse arrow, which is the mean equals the medium. So in a way, let's say like in JavaScript, what it will look like, var difficulty, right? Difficulty equals medium. Yep, it will be like that, right? Put it there. Yeah, in pseudocode, this is pseudocode. Pseudocode. This is like JavaScript code. JavaScript, like, okay, editor, or you can think like that. JavaScript code or concept. That means the variable difficulty is storing the string medium. Let's look at the equivalent code in the web textual languages. In Python, it will look like for the pseudocode. In JavaScript, it will be like var difficulty equals medium, which is I showed you. In Python, it will be difficulty equals medium. We don't need to put there var or anything. Just write your variable name. After that equals to your two quotes, double quotes, and between them just put your string variable, string parameter. Sorry. After that, we have in Java. Java is a crazy language anyway for applications, fun applications, Android applications. It's most useful, but lots of writing code. Anyway, string. Then first you're saying this is string you're representing. After that you're saying difficult in the variable name, and after that we have double quotes. Between double quotes we have our parameters like medium in this case, and after that put semicolon. Check your understanding. Okay, what is the pseudocode equivalent of this JavaScript? Okay, of this JavaScript. Var variable here equals curly. This is very fast. We can find it. The our variable name here. Then we can see in pseudocode we shouldn't put there like var or anything else. Just we can say here. In this case, everything here, but the here and reverse arrow, and we can see that, and we have two double quotes and our parameters between them. That's the true answer. This one is not true because we don't have, so for represent to string with the double quotes, so it will not work. This is for JavaScript. So if you put here var, after that it will work for JavaScript, but in this case this is our answer. Okay, yeah, let's check storing strings in variables practice questions. The first one: Isabel is programming an app called PlantWatch, which lets users monitor the health of their plants. Okay, which variables would she most likely use a string data type for? That's good. Species, the name of the plant species. The name is the key point. It will be string, right? Okay, height. I think there will be some number if we're talking about height. The plant is centimeters. This is mathematical expressions, so we need their height centimeters. So this is will be it will be numbers. Okay, this is not true. Moisture, the percentage mean the mathematical expressions, expression operators of water in the soil. Yeah, we should calculate something. This is not true. Acidity, the pH level of the soil. Again, there will be some number because we are talking about pH level. The soil, it will not work. Leaves, the number of leaves, already saying number, it will be integer, but we will talk about integer in the future. Just think about number like it is not string. So number of leaves, it will not work. So the answer is the species, the name of the plant species. The name will be in two double quotes. Anything else? Okay. Let's come another question. Second question. Yelp provides a restaurant search feature on their website. The code to display to search, filter, and results relies on many variables. Which of these variables are storing a string data type? Know that there may be multiple answers to this question, okay? This one, search near. That's double quotes. Between double quotes, we have 94,701. That's true because they are staying between inside double quotes. That's true. The another one, num results. This is not string because we don't have double quotes. It's only staying like a number. Okay, this is not true. Category Japanese. Japanese is the string, also the name, and after that, what we have double quotes. It's representing to string. Price level. Price level. It is number. Already you watching, right? You viewing. This is number. We don't have any quotes around it, right? Like that. This is number. So it's not true. It's not string. Sort by. Clauses. That's the string. We have double quotes. Between double quotes, we have clauses. That's true. State. We have CA. So uppercase and CA between double quotes. No matter what have inside, but if we have double quotes here, it works. What we have search query. Sushi. So it will work because sushi is staying inside double quotes. That's string. That's true. So the A true, C true, E true, F true, G true. Yeah, we have five true, two false. The following variable assignments are from a family tree program. Identify which variables store numbers and which store strings. Okay, yeah, in this case, let's solve it. If you want to do, you can pause video and you can do it. Yeah, I will think like you just pause it there right now. But if if you did not, or if you didn't do it, then let's continue. Nums blinks tree. So in this case, this is pseudocode system. Okay, this is really number because we don't have any double quotes around it, right? It is number. Father name Godfrey. We have double quotes. Godfrey is staying inside it, and this is string. Mother name Rosa Maria is the same. We have double quotes around that, and it's staying parameter staying between double quotes, inside between double quotes. It's string. 2003 birthday. This is exactly number because there is no any double quotes around that. And if you put between double quotes, it will be string. But in this case, this is not string. This is just number. Birdmont is also number. That's like that. It works like that. 4. Jocelyn is developing a recipes app. Here is a part of her program that sets up some variables. Okay, this one string, mashed parsnips, parsnips. This is title and between double quotes. Prep time. This is number, right? We know that number. Cook time, this is number 30, and there is no double quotes, and there are no double quotes. Rating, it's also floating number. We'll learn about that later. Okay, I will teach you. This is float number. This one's integer. This one float numbers. The another one categories wedges is this one is string. Why? Because we have double quotes. Okay, so what true here? One, two. How many string variables is this code storing? Now we already knowing about that, right? One, two. The first one is the second one, and this three of them wrong. Like they are integer and float. Integers and float. We can say two. Let's do two is good. Yeah, our answer is two. The another topic is string operations. Okay, this is another point. Let me continue with the another video. maybe, because it will be very long lesson. But I want to separate them in two way, like part one and part two. Yeah, I can do one part one and part two, like for the string. Part one's like string part one, string part two. After that, the programming quiz one like will be there. Thank you so much for watch about string, the first topic, which is storing strings in variables. You got efficient. Just don't forget double quotes for string. Okay, this is very important. If there are no double quotes, this is different things. Okay, it is not variable if you didn't put anything inside it, or if it is number, this is just number, this is not string. Okay, the string means double quotes. Between double quotes, put anything or nothing. This is string. Thank you very much. The another part will be about what string. The another part will be exactly what. The another part will be 1 minute. Let's come here. Yeah. The another part will be string operations. Okay. The first part storing strings in variable. The second part will be string operations. Okay, that's all for this lesson. Thank you so much for watch the video, and I will teach you everything about programming. Just don't worry, we'll learn about algorithms too, and we'll continue until become machine learning engineer or the programmer, Python programmer, or JavaScript programmer, or the web developer or full stack developer. I don't know what you want to do after these courses, but exactly you will learn, like also you'll understand what you should do. Okay, that's the point. Anyway, the second part will be string. I forget again. String operations. What does it mean? Like, yeah, let's come back. String operations, right? The second part will be string operations. Thank you so much for first part. I want to see you in another part, okay? Because another part, the second part, string operations, very important. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good time.